Okay, scientists, we are in my kitchen here to demonstrate, to show my solution to our salt and pepper mixture solution, my solution to this problem. So I have equal parts salt and pepper in my beaker. I'm using the information I've learned or that we discussed in our physical chemical changes unit as well as our what's the matter unit. So I know that salt dissolves. So what I have done is I have some water, and I actually warmed it up because we know that warmer water helps dissolve materials faster. And you don't need a lot of water, enough to get it to dissolve. And I'm going to stir it as well to help speed up the dissolving process. Now, I believe the pepper is not going to dissolve. So this is a multi-step solution. But let's first dissolve that salt. Do you have any idea why? What is my reason to dissolve the salt? And how am I going to get it back as salt? Okay, it looks like that salt is dissolved. Now, I know during our What's the Matter unit, we talked about using a filter or a strainer as a tool for separating mixtures, and I'm going to use both. Now, if you don't have coffee filters, you could use a paper towel, but this fits nicely here, and I have another bowl to catch the liquid. So I'm going to pour this mixture, it's water, dissolved salt, and pepper, through my coffee filter carefully so that it doesn't spill over the edge. Okay, let's see. The water is straining through. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but the pepper is catching, is not passing through that filter where the dissolved salt within the water is. Okay, looks like almost all of our water has gone through. It almost looks like a pepper sludge here at the bottom. There we go. Now, I'm thinking if we leave this out on the counter, that water that got soaked up from the filter will dry, and there's our pepper. So for now, we are going to put this aside, but here is our pepper. So I'm going to move that over, and what we have remaining is the salted water. Now it looks brown, and that's because of the coloring from the pepper. I could strain it one more time through a filter to catch that, but I'm going to move on to my next step. So how do I get the salt back as it was, separated from this water? Well, we are going to cause that water to evaporate. I could leave it here overnight or for several days, but that'll take so much time. So what I'm going to do is I have a pan, and I could do this in the microwave as well. That is why we are in my kitchen, and we're going to turn it on, the stove on high. If you do this at home, please be careful. You may need some help from an adult. We're going to turn it on. I'm going to get it to boil, and I will see you back here for the results. Okay, scientists, my salt water solution has started to boil. Where is that steam coming from? Well, the liquid water turned into a gas in the form of water vapor. Now be careful because this water vapor is hot, so you don't want to put your hand or face over that pan. So as the water, liquid water, is being heated from the stove, it is turning into a gas. So that water that's in the pot is turning to a gas. What do you think will happen if we keep it going? Scientists, do you see what I see? There's hardly any liquid left. Because remember, when we added heat, that liquid water turned to water vapor. Now, I have to be careful because I do not want to burn my pot. Okay, I'm going to take it off the burner, turn it off. Let me rotate my camera so you can see. So, it's hot. So I do not want to put my fingers in there, but if you scrape at it, now remember that water was discolored a little from the pepper. It seems damp, almost like sand at the beach. I'm going to let this cool down. You know what? I'll put it on another paper towel. Get it out of this hot pot. I'll put it on a paper towel so that we can see it, and hopefully it'll help it cool down a little faster. So we have our pepper drying, we have our salt drying, possibly. What do you think I can do to figure out if we have salt again? Now, we use our 5 senses to help us observe. And there is one sense that we have to be very careful when we're using it. Now, once this is cooled down, I can taste it. Does it still taste like salt? Okay, I'm going to give it a minute to cool down, and I'll see you back here for a quick wrap-up. All right, scientists, time to wrap up our investigation with our mixture of salt and pepper. So I have pepper here, and if I shake it off, if I let this dry a little longer, it would be a lot easier. Remember, we're extracting the water from this pepper. I don't know if I want to taste this. Yep. Ooh, that's definitely pepper. Now, let's check out the salt. Here's the salt. Ooh! Ooh, that's definitely salt. Ooh, I think I took too much. So, scientists, I was successful. I was able to separate my pepper from my salt using the processes of dissolving as well as evaporation. Was your solution similar to mine? I'm curious how you solved this problem.